brings joy. We have joy in the Lord. Jesus brings joy, and you know it.
Sweetheart, please. I'm begging you. If you take a second wife and she eventually gives us a male child, it will make us fulfilled. Please.
See, my love, I am a knight and a soldier of the cross. It's against Christian virtues to take another wife. I will not take a second wife. Let's wait upon the Lord, please.
Hey.
Odogu, the tallest Onowu in the whole of the West Africa. Akontakasi. Hey! Ategu. Hey! Your money is all over you. Odogu.
I know you will try to divert me away from the important thing that brought me here to the city. Odogu, you have it all. You are rich. God has blessed you immensely. But something is missing. If you look around you, you would see that you do not have a son, a heir, someone who would take over from you when you are no more.
Odogu, my daughter is there. My daughter is sharp. Huh? And she is well able to take charge, to manage my chains of businesses anytime, any day. That's it. Who did that happen?
Akudo, you mean?
Yes. Yes.
Akudo is a woman. Someday she would get married. And all that you have strived for in this life will move over to her husband and her husband's people. Mokem, reason with me. What if her husband manipulates her? What if he maltreats her or even kills her because of the kind of money that comes in her name? Odogu, Inokwanono, I am asking you to take a second wife. Take a second wife since your wife can no longer bear children. Take another woman that can give you, by the grace of the gods, a son, a heir.
Odogu, I'm not going to marry a second wife. I'm a knight, I'm a Christian. So, I won't do it. I won't do what you people are asking me to do. I won't.
Chief,
Yes.
are you sure you are doing the right thing? Because I don't know what to think again.
You have been my lawyer for quite a while. So much so that we're actually friends. You know how it's been with me and how I got to where I am today. And you know the role of my wife in all of this. You know how she helped. If this planet was mine, I would hand it over to her. Without any hesitation. No qualms.
When the papers are ready for the specific companies you mentioned, I will bring them to you to sign.
Fine. That's okay by me.
Daddy. Daddy, our excursion to South Africa is next week. I'll be leaving in the next 5 days.
Yes. Incidentally, your mother will be flying to the UK on the same day to attend a meeting of the company. International meeting. So that means double speed.
Dear Mama.
Mommy.
I done there.
My friend.
Thank you. Cheers.
You made this?
How did you know?
Of course we do. Because it tastes different.
I hope Akudo's luggage is ready for her trip.
Yeah, almost. Children of nowadays. You people like traveling. In our own time, it was not like that.
Mom, don't tell me you are jealous of me. Princess Akupo, the only daughter of Igwe Onodugo I. And moreover, I'm more intelligent than most of my peers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I am not jealous. And let me shock you. I am going to sponsor your next trip to Japan. How about that?
Yay! Thank you.
Who told you that a female child cannot inherit properties? Or even a fool at that?
You are being adamant because you are not the one the blames are on. Your kinsmen, the society, every one of them thinks that I am the one preventing you from getting a second wife that will bear you male children.
Rebecca, please, let's get certain things right. I do not care what my kingsmen think about concerning this issue. I also do not care what any other person thinks about this issue. Are you getting me? I like my family the way it is. And I'm not willing to go get any third party. Rebecca, this drum you're about to beat, are you ready to do the dance?
There is no drum and there is no dance. You are now the king, not Chief Obina. So think like a king. Excuse me.
She's a good wife. I see mama.
Oh no. Oh no.
I am surprised at your actions. You see, the more one gets close to human beings, you tend to admire animals the more.
Are you calling me an animal?
No. Biao, why will you advise our Igwe to get another wife, to give him an heir to the throne?
So you don't know. Well, as his brother and the owner of this kingdom, I do not want what happened to the former Igwe
to happen to my brother. I do not want the throne to depart from our family.
The more reason why you must scoop water from the deep well before it becomes shallow. Make hay while the sun shines. You will pursue the dark goats daytime before it gets dark. Hi.
Owa, what is the meaning of all these proverbs? Anyway, you are a known master Confucianist. And you are here exhibiting the same thing that you are known for.
If you were not my friend, I will say you are brainless. I'll let it pass. Yes, you are not using your God-given gift, this brain, to your own advantage. But you are not using it.
Then what are you insinuating?
You don't understand. Odin. Let me break it down for you. If Igwe Onodugo dies without an heir to the throne, who is Igwe Onodugo's surviving relation? Tell me.
Me, of course.
You are.
Wait. Jello. Bia, Owa.
My friend, use your tongue to count your teeth. Are you not a wise man? Do you want to remain Onowu for the rest of your life? Here. Listen, you have to get rich. You must be rich. In fact, when you are rich and at par with your brother, you stand as a man. Listen to me. You can only get that through the throne. And if you don't want the throne, you create little confusion. They will look for you for solution. Because you are rich, they will ask you for the solution to the problems at the throne which you created. Then you are relevant. I'm just like you are a rich man. Whichever way, you are still Onowu, but you will be relevant in the whole community. That's my own.
No, leave me.
We need to talk.
Talk, I'm listening. Talk.
You see, what you're asking me to do is difficult as a knight of the church. Besides, I will be barred from taking the Holy Communion.
Honey, I understand everything you're saying, but let me ask you. You prefer keeping your position in the church as a knight and receiving Holy Communion to providing what your people are asking you, the prince, an heir to your throne? What are you telling me?
She's a good wife, a sweet mama. I have never seen this kind of love before. Come on, Miri, come on, Miriam,
I accept.
You are set? Thank you.
But she's not going to live with us in this palace.
Why? She's going to be your wife, so why is she not going to live with us in the palace?
I know women and all their troubles. Yes. In fact, we're going to get a duplex for her. That's it.
A duplex?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my husband. Make me happy. Don't know how happy I am by this. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. So I will get to know. Ask him to look out for a decent
No. You don't have to. I have someone already.
Nobody's good, but in her case.
Very adorable girl. Very good girl. Like her. You like her. Thank you. Thank you.
No one is perfect. Nobody's good, but in her case, what a precious woman. You're my love, I'm your love. We will live together till the death do us part. Yes, I do. You're my love, I'm your love.
I hope you like the place.
It's beautiful.
Come on, sit down.
What is this? This is beautiful, big mommy.
I hope you like the place.
I love it. I just love it.
Wow. I'm happy. Happy because you like it. Look at you.
Yes, good morning.
Like we discussed, my husband and I agreed to marry you. After tomorrow, you will have the same rights as I do in this palace. And henceforth, you'll be referred as a second queen in this palace. Because by God's grace, your first child will be the heir to the throne.
I am overwhelmed. I've never seen a woman like you in my entire life. I promise I'll never disappoint you.
Thank you.
And you will not regret choosing me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As for the queen title, big mommy, I don't want it.
Oh, no. Shh.
Yes. The only queen this kingdom has is you.
You are still talking.
Yes.
Okay, Chino, stop. Listen. Relax. This place belongs to you. Be happy, okay? By tomorrow, you'll be welcome officially to the family.
I am humbled.
Thank you. Naive now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, enjoy yourself.
No one is perfect. Nobody's good.
Your Majesty.
Yes.
Good morning.
Okay, Chief.
Good morning.
You're here.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome.
The agent at the American embassy just called now and said my interview is scheduled for 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Oh, in that case, we have to leave for Abuja right now.
Okay.
I will call you to book our flight for 6 p.m. We have less than 1 hour, 30 minutes to be at the airport. Sweetheart, please. I will not go for the Akudo's matriculation with you. Please. But what?
Hey, take it easy. Daddy is there with you, remember? I'm going as a special invitee. Okay?
Yes.
All right, sweetheart. Yes, have a safe, sweet flight.
Thank you. Come on.
Oh,
Don't worry. Just gonna put yourself okay. I'll be happy.
when you're done with pecking and kissing mommy,
Bye-bye.
meet me outside.
Ogechi, you have to go back and get your things ready. We must be at the airport in the next 30 minutes. Okay? Okay.
This is genuine love. This is love from above. She's a good wife. I see mama.
Ogechi. Yes. Hold on. Oh, sweetheart. Hello, hold on. I'll be ready. Sweetheart, Ogechi is in labor. Hey, what? Honey, Ogechi is in labor.
This is genuine love. This is love from above. She's a good wife. I see mama. I have never seen this kind of love before.
Nurse, please tell me, how is she?
She delivered a vaccine boy. Mother and child are doing very fine.
Hey, thank you. Can I see her now?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, come in. My queen, the king and Lolo asked for a present and
Okay, I was supposed to be there.
okay, please have a good time.
You're my love, I'm your love. We live together.
I'm thanking you for the food.
I'm happy you liked it. Yes.
Talking about giving thanks here. Big Mommy should be giving all the thanks. Big Mommy, thank you. Thank you for all your support and love. I promise I'll never forget.
Baby's voice. Baby's crying. I'll be right back. Let me go and take care of him.
Okay.
Okay, come on, over.
Your Majesty.
Yes. That's good.
Golden Heart Academy will be okay for him.
No. I want a school more sophisticated than his former school. In fact, a place that befits a prince. Yes.
The Golden Heart is okay. They're academically sound and they're disciplined.
The school that has the guts to starve my prince. They can't even find his lunchbox for us. What do you call that kind of behavior? The point is that I don't want to make trouble with anybody. Little. What about Kiddies Fantasy? How much do they pay?
Kiddies Fantasy?
Yes.
Big Mommy, they are very, very expensive.
How much do they pay? Tell me.
They pay 450,000 naira.
That's exactly where he will go.
Big Mommy, it is very expensive for a kid like Jamike.
What are you even talking about, Ogechi? We're talking about the prince. Jamike is the only son of Igwe Onoduko, one of Ishimeshi Autonomous Community. He deserves the best. What are you saying? Listen, you will take him there tomorrow morning. I will transfer 1 million naira into your account. Oh, no. Let's see, maybe let me join you. Maybe from there we'll move around and have some good time. What do you think?
Big Mommy.
You two deserves the best. Okay?
Thank you.
Igwe, may your reign be long. My wife came back from market yesterday with a bitter complaint how taxes have increased from 500 to 1,000 naira. So I decided to use opportunity of today's meeting to appeal for a reduction.
Taxes by women. How come I was not told about this since I ascended the throne? Oh no. Do women pay taxes in this kingdom?
Yes, just a little amount. It's been the practice since the time of our forefathers. We use the money for community development.
Henceforth, there will be no payment of taxes in this kingdom. Whoever that is found extorting money from anybody will face banishment.
Igwe, Igade. Were you able to fix it?
Yeah, I was able to fix it.
Oh. Hello, Gechi.
Good afternoon, Mom.
You're welcome.
Hey, young man.
Is school already on meeting break? How are you?
Fine.
Good to have you here. How are you?
Fine. And you?
I'm also fine.
Hey, Mommy, how are you?
I'm fine.
He insisted on seeing you, so I brought him to say hello to you.
That's good.
It's alright, we'll be on our way. Jamika, let's go so that you freshen up and... We've been on the road all day. He needs to bath and rest.
Don't worry. Here is also home. We will take care of him. Okay?
It's okay. I'll be on my way.
It's okay.
You be a good boy. Mama, see you later.
It's okay, bye-bye.
Akudo.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Your Majesty.
Huh? Good.
Your Majesty.
Sit down. Yes.
Your Majesty, there is something I want to discuss with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your Majesty, I want to do something with my life. I am bored. I want to work.
Yeah. See, my dear, sorry to disappoint you. You will not work. You will stay in the palace. You see, Rebecca works because she and I started these companies a long time ago. And as the days and years roll by, she has become a strong force, indispensable to the smooth running of the companies. That's why she works. For you, you stay in the palace, take care of my son, look after the palace. Okay? Yes.
Your Majesty, I want an increase in my monthly allowance and a change of car.
Make a list of all your needs and pass it on to Rebecca. She will take care of it. Huh?
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You are the mother of my son, the Crown Prince. So whatever you need, huh? You get.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Akudo! Akudo!
Sweetheart, she's coming. Just cool down, okay?
You're not answering again. Oh, you're crying. Come on. You're going to catch your flight. Come. Don't worry. Sister will come back, okay? Yes. Come on, please.
It's okay. Let's go.
Rebecca, take your daughter to the airport. Yes. I know. You're going to miss daddy. You will miss all of us.
It's okay. Let's go.
Take your daughter to the airport, please. Oh, yeah, carry him. He's going to the car with you anyway.
Let's go. It's okay.
Carry him. He's going to the car with you.
I don't like bye-byes. I don't like that.
Like welcomes better. Son. You are the worthy son. You have made me proud. You have also made us, your parents, and the entire family proud. Today we've decided to elevate your status, to give you a befitting gift that will suit your status. Yeah. This car is a gift to a worthy son from a worthy father, from your good parents. It's for you.
Thank you.
Yes, I am. You're happy?
Of course.
Water? Yes.
Yes. Mom, I have good news. Great news.
Tell me. Can't wait.
I have been promoted to the post of a manager. Yes.
Oh my God.
Just within 6 months. 6 months of working in the company. Oh yes, Mommy. Father and Big Mommy have kept their word.
Congratulations, my son.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. You deserve it.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you.
Ejamike, there is one more thing.
Okay.
I want you to get married as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes, no problem. Soon.
That's my son. Bless you.
We will live together till the death do us part.
You I love this. Oh my God. You're the best. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy to be a member of this lovely family.
Oh, I'm happy that you are happy.
You made it possible for me.
You know, when I was a kid, I didn't know that Big Mommy was not my biological mother.
Yeah?
Yes, the love from her was so much, and I love that too.
I guess that was so embarrassing for you.
Embarrassing? No. Me, I was enjoying it. The attention, everything.
Okay, you bad boy.
It's not my fault. I'm a prince, you know. Yes.
Oh my God, baby, I love you so much. Thank you.
Sweetheart, I think India would be the best. They have professional doctors and ultra-modern equipment.
Yes. I have already called my travel agent. And these are preparing and processing travel papers.
See, Father, this whole traveling thing, won't it take time? I mean, I don't want to put my mother's life in jeopardy. We have good doctors here in Nigeria. Great doctors. All we need to do is ask questions and we'll find them. Because this whole traveling thing, it will take time and I don't want anything to happen to my mother.
Don't worry, my prince. She will be fine, okay?
Good evening, Father. Good morning, good evening. Doc. Good evening. Okay, I've sorted out everything. I have the travel documents here, visa is here, and flight tickets. Everything. Mom and I will be leaving for India tomorrow by 12. Big mother. Mother, why are you crying? Father, you're also moody. What's wrong? By the way, Doc. Doctor, why are you here?
Jamike. Honestly, I'm very sorry. We've lost your mother.
Lost who?
There was nothing we could do. We did everything possible to save her.
Excuse me. Yes. You did what? You lost who?
Jamike, you have to take it easy on yourself. Your mother is dead. Yes. Please take it easy.
Hey. she would have traveled a day before she died. In fact, her visa, her tickets were all ready.
Oh. Oh. Ibu yoshi. Ogbonye. No gendu na toya. Hi.
They think money cannot buy.
Well, my fellow elders, if only we can control all that happened to us, I know that will be the first thing that we will all come to control.
Ijoku.
Oh. Ogechi. Wanyama. Yadiba. Oh no. Because can we see our Igwe now?
His Majesty is in his chambers, mourning, of course, his second wife. Let me just wait for me. Wait, let me.
I've been screaming your name all the while. What's going on?
Oh, my mind is not there. My mind is at a distance. You see, that thing you told me about, I've been thinking about it. But I do not know how to start it. Owa, that market tax that this man has stopped has also stopped my source of revenue.
Yeah, oh no. How? You cannot see. You will look. You will now stay and allow somebody else to put sand into your pocket. You are a man. You will know. Stand. Stand and take your position. Udo, this is your time to set fire to the palace.
Mbano. Oh, Mbano. I am the owner of this kingdom. I cannot set the palace on fire.
You must set it on fire. Adema, it is not that kind of fire I'm talking about. It's your time now. Set confusion into that palace. Put confusion into them. And then they will look for you. Hey! Oh no. Yeah.
How did I forget that you are the master of all confusion?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But this confusion you are talking about, how do I start it?
Not under the sun. We have to leave the sun and go to where we have window, a shade, our normal palm wine drinking joint. We will take our palm wine,
Nkwabi,
and the rest.
And then you will pay.
Mbao, how can I give you confusion?
I will not pay you. You
will pay.
You are simply a wayo man. Well. Let me tell you, if not for this puzzle that you are helping me to put together, me buy palm wine for you.
To God be the glory.
Let us go.
I am still your friend.
Look at you! Oh my God! Wow! Igwe! You look so beautiful. You look yes. Oh wow! Oh, thank you. Come Wow, you guys look good.
Look at how big you are and handsome at the same time. Oh my God!
The best thing is to engage the services of undertakers.
Yes. So that they can take care of everything.
The whole package.
Jamike, I think here now we have to sit down and make a list of the undertakers. I mean, those that are professionals in what they do. At the end of the day, we have to, make a choice.
Yes, you choose the best one.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. She was also my mother.
You are the best big sister in the world.
Oops, I am blushing. You're welcome.
Igwe, take heart. Take heart. I know that if death was something that could be brought back, you can afford to buy it and give her life.
Yes. I would have purchased it and brought her life back.
Your Majesty, how is the preparation for the burial going?
Everything has been taken care of. Yes, all arrangements. Everything is done.
I know. After all, is she not the second wife of His Majesty? Of course, she will be given a befitting death.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Of course, I know.
Yes. Yes, you're right. As far as this palace is concerned, and as long as I am king, she will be given a befitting burial in her compound.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you know. Please make the wishes. I'll be right back.
My prince. Ihe mere emego. Diwe. Anyway, it is you that will bury your mother, not the other way around. Ndo?
I know, but I never expected it. Honestly, I didn't know my mother would leave me so soon.
Ndo? So, Chukwa Biama. Biama Yenine. Your father told me that the arrangements for her burial has been taken care of.
Yes, everything. Everything. We will leave no stones unturned.
It's okay. It's alright, Well, I should be on my way now.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Anwe. Ogechi.
Oh no! Life job is it on the Igwe. Nice one you did on the Igwe. Hey, oh no, this is now your opportunity. Get closer to the prince. Spoil him into action.
But what makes you think that he will believe me? Because just like his father, that young man has a stubborn will. He is so principled. And whatever he sets to do, he does it to the full.
Oh no, he believes in you. He believes in you. What else do you need? All you need to do is that once the Igwe tells him that his mother will not be buried in the palace ground, spur him into anger. Okwago, you have it. Yeah. You understand? You understand?
Oh,
Oh no.
You know what this means? It is like setting a principled old man against an equally principled young man. And then what will happen?
Oh no.
Igwe.
I am scheduling a family meeting tonight. Closed family. We're going to discuss the burial, all the issues pertaining to it, date, time, manner, everything concerning the burial. Now there is also this vexed issue which the undertakers have brought in. They want to be given 2 days to dig the grave.
Why? Why 2 days?
They say the soil is hard. So they need to start 2 days to the burial.
You know it is not in our tradition to dig a grave for more than 1 day. To dig a grave uncovered to the following day. It has some traditional implication.
You sounded quite urgent.
Yes, so. Prince Odogu.
No. Is anything wrong?
My prince, Agwon on Akeleka. All is not well.
What do you mean?
You know, one that is not present when a corpse is buried begins to exhume that corpse from the legs.
No, you're speaking in parables. Break it down for me. I'm confused. What happened?
You know the walls have ears. Let me find out where everybody is, especially my wife.
Kudono would be right. Am I actually allowing my birthright to be trampled upon? Hey, I'm confused. But Onowu cannot tell lies. According to him, if I allow my late mother be buried outside the palace, someday I may lose my birthright as the heir to the throne. Could this be true?
Jamike, what's that stiff and dour look on your face? What's the matter?
All is not well, Father.
All is not well. What's the problem?
I want my mother to be buried here.
Where is that coming from?
All I'm saying is that I want my mother to be buried here in the palace.
Jamike, that issue has been concluded. Your mother will be buried not in this palace. She will be buried in her house.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, why? Go on.
Is it true that if my mother is not buried here in the palace, someday I may lose my birthright as the heir to the throne? Is it true?
It's true to a reasonable extent. But I don't see what it has to do with this case. In this particular case, you are my only son, so it does not apply.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, if I'm truly your only son, why can't my mother be buried here in the palace? Why?
If you're truly my son, is it in contention? Jamike, this issue is cut and dried. Your mother will be buried in her house. That's final.
Oh no. I asked my father about it. He confirmed it. But he said, in my own case, it will not happen because I am his only son. But he insisted that my mother will be buried outside the palace. I do not know why.
Jamike. No. I know why.
You do? Why?
You see, this is a kingdom's top secret, and you must keep it to yourself.
Okay.
It is rumored that your father has a son in Fernandapo.
Huh?
He was born a year before you. If you ask your father from now till thy kingdom come, he will never admit it. So don't bother asking him. Ask him, Kwechiri! Kwechiri!
Come in.
Sorry, friends are ready for the meeting.
Call in the human resource manager.
She's not on seat, sir.
Where the hell did she go to?
I don't know.
The moment she gets back, tell her I said I want to see her resignation letter. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Cancel all my appointments for today.
Baby. Baby. Baby.
You're not sleeping. What's wrong?
I can't sleep. What you told me yesterday is really bothering me.
Which of them?
Everything. The whole idea of mother's burial. Please, baby.
See, my love, I had a very long day. I need to rest. Because remember, we'll be going to the village tomorrow. And we'll leave very early. I believe when I get to the village, Father and I will settle it, okay?
Is that a promise?
That's a promise. I love you.
What is it? He has refused to see you. I am not surprised. Tell your husband to desist from the drum he is drumming. Or be ready to dance the tune when the time comes. Auntie, please do not speak like this. He's still your brother. I don't know why your husband suddenly changed his mind after we've all agreed that Mother Ogechi be buried in her house. He was at the meeting when the elders told us that tradition demands it be so in this land. Please, Auntie Akudo, I'll still talk to my husband to see if he's going to have a change of heart. But please, stop talking in this tone. Please. A bad habit that lasts for more than 1 year may turn to a custom. He better be warned. I will not take any nonsense from him. I'll talk to him like I said, and I pray that he listens. I'll still talk to him. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, please. Big mommy. Big mommy, you're welcome. Please sit down.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma. What brought you here?
I'm here to see Where's John again.
Should I fetch him for you?
Yes.
Big mommy. You're welcome.
Thank you. Kedu?
I'm fine. You should have sent for me now. It's not that bothered to come.
Yes, I did. I did that through your elder sister, but you didn't show up.
Oh. Forgive me, I remember. I was quite busy. I had a lot of things to attend to, so it skipped my mind.
I knew it. I know you were not going to just ignore my call.
Well, Big Mommy, if your reason for coming here is to discuss where my late mother will be buried, just know that I have made up my mind. My late mother will be buried in the palace. Oh, maybe I'll wait for you.
Baby.
Mother, please forgive him. I'll talk to him.
It's okay. I shall try. My king, I have never been humiliated like this all my life.
What happened?
I went to see our son, Prince Jamike, to discuss about his mother's burial. Yeah. He didn't even allow me to say a word. He walked out of me.
He did?
Yes, he did. Not before telling me that he cannot change his mind about burying his mother in the palace, and so be it.
What was that show of disrespect you just displayed in front of your mother, the queen of this kingdom? What?
She's not my mother. My mother is dead. And if insisting that my late mother be buried in the palace is wrong, then I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry one bit.
Baby, what's this obsession of yours for your mother to be buried in the palace about?
Obsession?
Yes.
You call it an obsession?
Yeah, I need to know, please.
Alright, fine. I'll show you what an obsession really is.
And why are you stopping?
Get down.
What?
I said get out of this car.
Baby, are you telling me to...
I said get out of this car. I have somewhere to go to. You're wasting my time.
To where?
Get out.
Baby. Baby. This is the height of what I can take from you, Jamike. Embarrassing me like this publicly? What is really going on? How do I even get back to the palace? My handbag is in his car. How do I go home right now? Jamike. Jamike.
Jamike. Kwechiri. Kwechiri. You and I know that every important decision taken in that palace must pass through Lolo. She is the one taking this decision, not even the Igwe. She is the one sitting on the throne. Let me tell you, the bug that eats the leaf is in the leaf.
But I'm thinking, why is Lolo? Why is she this heartless? And why? I thought she loved my late mother and she loves me too. Why?
Jamike, love what? Jamike, there is no love in politics. This is pure politics. Listen, if I tell you her evil activities in that palace, You will simply start crying. Do you think she's happy? Do you think she is happy that she is not the one that gave birth to the heir apparent, the successor to the throne, the future king? You think she's happy? Listen, I am even beginning to suspect her over the death of your mother.
No. My mother told me that Lolo took very good care of her.
Your mother was only trying to paint a good picture of her before your eyes. Chai. Jamike, your late mother was a kind-hearted woman. Listen, it was her kind-heartedness that made me convince your father, my brother, to marry her when Lolo could not bear a son.
Believe me, I'm still very confused, honestly.
Don't tell me you want to chicken out.
Chicken out? Yeah. Monomophman. I'm a monomophman. Me, Prince Jamike. It's not possible now. It's not possible. I cannot chicken out. Never run away from a fight.
Osibon, thank you. That is why I have told you, Kwechili, don't give in to them. Kwechili, don't let anyone underestimate you or put you down or bring you low. Kwechili, I am behind you. I am strongly behind you. You don't have anything for me. Hey, this can last me a week. You better start going, eh?
Can you just tell me exactly why my mother cannot be buried here in the palace? Biko, just tell me why. I've been asking you, I asked you, I mean, it's obvious you avoided the question. Why? Why? Or is it that Lolo has confused you so much that you no longer know the truth, that you don't love my mother anymore? Tell me, no respect for her. Why?
Jamike.
Huh?
Did you call me Lolo?
What if it? Huh? Is that not your name, Lolo? What else am I supposed to call you?
Oh my word. Jamike, what has come over you? And since when did you start calling mother Lolo?
Since she started planning with whoever she's planning with, to make sure my mother is not buried here, my late mother. Since then, Okuya, you think I don't know the truth? Huh? You think I don't know? Look, there are many things I know, and if I begin to spill them, there will be war.
Jamike, I can see that something terrible is wrong with you.
Hey.
Father, I cannot sit down here and watch this little boy insult my mother. Mother, let's get out of this place now.
Baby, you're welcome.
Aguma, you're welcome.
You're welcome, honey.
You must be very tired.
Where's the document I gave you to keep from?
In your wardrobe.
Father, so after all my pleading, she still went ahead to commence arrangements to bury my mother outside this palace.
Jamike! I've been patient with you all this while in the hope that you will change your mind. And now I'm beginning to see that your will is stronger than your reason.
Yes, it is stronger. It is much stronger. You know why? Because I am your son. There isn't much difference between us. I'm only a younger version of you. And you know this. All of you who have shown me fake love from the start, hear me, you're about to see the outcome. Besides, my mother must be buried here. And that is final.
We were in unity. We do things together. We play a lot together.
Father, I want to concede that I have a problem. A big problem at that. And I hardly know how to handle this situation. However, what I do know is that I will not involve myself in anything ritual because I am a born-again Christian. Besides, I am a knight of the church.
You have really shown that you are a true Christian. Despite the pressure from your son, the prince, you refuse to succumb. I will have to speak with him to lead to your decision.
That's where the problem will begin. My son, the prince, has suddenly grown wild. He's gone haywire. He's uncontrollable. Father, that boy will not listen to you.
Igwe, as long as God lives, he will listen to me. I wanted to involve the parish, but considering the implication, I had to refrain. I will do everything I can, and I believe God in His infinite mercy will bring everlasting peace to your household. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
How could you make me lie to Father Jude while you're hiding in here?
It's better you lie to him now. Yes, better than me going out to see him because me wouldn't have liked the way I would have treated him. I don't want anybody to say I insulted a man of God, so it's better I hid in there.
You have totally lost it. Anyway, for your information, Father Jude knew you were in because the guard at the gate told him that you were in.
Of course I'll be in. It's my house. It's not his house. Huh? You should go and manage his parish and leave me alone. I'm sure that witch, that old witch, Lola, and her daughter told him to come in.
Baby. Father Jude said you should see him at the parish house before going back to the city.
No, you could come. Go. I don't have time to discuss this nonsense.
Baby, seriously, I'm not happy about this anymore. This has gone beyond ordinary.
Woman, free me now, please. I don't have time for this your rubbish talk. Free me. Go.
Baby, you're digging a grave for yourself. How can you be this disrespectful to Igwe and Lola that loves you so much?
Woman, I have warned you. Stay off this issue.
Why should I? Tell me, why should I? I'm your wife and part of this family. I will not.
For the last time, stay off, woman.
I said I will not. I will not. You better stop this madness before it turns into something huge.
But they've not seen anything yet.
Where are you going? Keep running away from the truth. Jeez. You think you can stay away from the truth?
Where is your husband? Huh? Where's father? Where is he?
Jamike, why do you want to kill your father with trouble? Why?
See, if you know how you convinced him to bury my mother outside this palace, you better go and talk to him. Make him change his mind. Else there will be war. When I know there will be total war.
Jamike, how dare you talk to mother like that?
And if I talk to her like that, what will you do? Will you beat me? Will you beat me? Beat me now? See, I don't even have your time. Just stay there and be supporting evil. When I remember you,
Jamike!
Mama, Biko, just wait for me to finish. It's obvious you used my mother. All you wanted was a male child. You used my mother gave you a male child and you pushed her aside. Hey. Stop taking care of her. My mother not powerful. And she died. Now, for you to do the right thing, bury her here because that is what is supposed to be done. You're saying she should be buried outside. God knows where. So that it will now mean your scheming will not work. My mother must be buried here, else will not for another side of me. There will be total, absolute war. That is the mpaka.
Calm down, it doesn't come to that. What happened?
Welcome, don't greet me, I don't need your greeting. If I tell you what happened, can you fix the problem? Just talk to your mother and talk to your grandmother. Let them do what I said they should do, else there will be problem.
We were in unity. We do things together. We play and laugh together.
Father, your late wife, my mother, a woman who gave you an heir to the throne, whom I understand that you loved so much, she is lying cold in the mortuary for long. All because Lolo insisted that she will not be buried.
Jamike, why would you be saying so many bad things and feeling bad about the queen, my wife, your own mother? Jamike, what's wrong with you?
Father, if she's not the cause, then you are the king. Pass the order and my mother will be buried here in the palace. Simple.
Your mother will be buried in her house, not in this palace. I am going to do everything to uphold our customs and traditions. Every one of them, and not one jot beyond. And for the final time, I don't want to ever discuss this issue ever again. This issue is officially closed. For your information, my wife, the Queen, has nothing to do with this issue. Now get out.
I just hope what I heard is not true. Honestly, I just hope it's not true because just hope it's not true. Place will burn. Oh no, what happened in Maromo? Believe me, Maromo, I will burn down that palace if they do not do what I said they should do. When I will better tell my father, tell him I will not take it. I won't. My birthright.
I have spoken to your father several times on this issue. But you know your father. He is as strong-willed as you are. Look, talking to your father is like pouring water on a rock. And come to think of it, Lolo is not even helping out issues.
That one. That one. And my father is even swearing that she has nothing to do with it. Oh.
Gee, I am happy that you are the one that said this with your mouth. Lolo is a green snake in a green grass. Eh? And don't forget what I told you before now. She is not happy that you are the prince, that you are the heir apparent, that you are the successor to the throne. After all, you are not her son. So how do you expect her to be happy with you?
No, when I know where you go, I will deal with them. By the time I am done, oh no, they will not know what hit them. Don't bother yourself.
This is not even why I called you.
Oh, yes, you said you have something
why
to
I
tell
called you. You see,
just that. You are sure this strategy will work? I have money in my car now. Not a problem.
Kaigawa.
I thank God Almighty, the all-seeing God, all-knowing, that in His infinite mercy we buried her successfully. I hereby appeal to all of you here, every one of us here. We are one family. Let us get stronger as one family.
One family, my foot! You're not one family. Huh? Can you guys be one family? How are we one family? One family and you buried my late mother outside her husband's house. How is this one family? You tell me one family, my foot. We're not one family. Don't tell me that rubbish.
Jamike, you're talking to me. Your own father in that unruly and disrespectful manner. Jamike.
Uncle Jamike, I really don't know what happened, but talking to your father, Grandpa, the Igwe of this kingdom, in that manner is so disrespectful and humiliating. Huh? I was...
Shut up! What are you talking to? Are you mad? Shut up there, my friend. Huh? And don't ask me anything. If you have questions, you ask your grandfather here, this old man. Ask him. Don't talk to me. All these cycles.
Jamike, come back to the family.
My king. Oh, my hero. The king of our great kingdom. Please, forgive his arrogance. He's angry. With time, he will understand the reason why the decision is taken.
Igwe.
Nobody knows what's wrong with that boy. Oh no, that boy has become something else. Jamike has become something else. Oh no. Who made it? Jamike walked out on me.
Igwe. Jamike walked out on you.
My says to you, talk to him. Talk to Jamaica. Talk sense into him. If he continues in this madness, we force him to take drastic decisions, harsh decisions. I assure you it's not going to like them.
Igwe, the king of wisdom. Do not worry. Let your mind be at rest. I will talk to him.
Talk with him, Dr. Jamaica. So that God doesn't get to you late. The man won't work in their Lord.
That's true.
Selfish desire. Oh no, oh no, one never. I see Makute. Ucheki odegwa nifi.
Oh, don't know where.
You're welcome, sir. Has it been long you came?
Oh, I have been in a meeting with your father.
Oh, that one. I can't walk around. Just leave that man. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm done now. Get out from there, my friend.
Jamike, I support what you are doing.
Hello. Thank you. These people, they have not seen anything yet. Believe me. Where them no be. It's we where them no be. By the time I'm done with them, believe me, they will regret burying my mother outside this palace.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
The way them no be.
Exactly. I just confirmed something.
Okay. What did you confirm?
Your father told me that his first son in Fernanda Po is coming back very soon. Ikewu.
Father, Ekene was a big headache in school. I don't want him to stay in Nigeria again. I want him to go back to the US and take care of his business.
That's good, but I don't think Ekene will agree to that.
Oh, Grandma, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Mom, when am I leaving?
Really?
I'm leaving. I'm going.
Mad people! Psychopaths, all of you! I'm telling you, believe me. And I know, if we go up to Tamador, you're a madman. You hear me? You're a madman. It will not work. What you are planning will not work. After scheming, you schemed and you killed my mother. Buried her where I don't know. Now you want to take my birthright. It will not work for you. Never.
Jamike.
Jamike. Okay. Shut up. Shut. You cannot shut me up. It's not possible.
Uncle, what?
Uncle again. I will break your head with this thing. Idiot. You think I don't know you are scheming with them? Huh? You think I don't know you are part of the plan? Uncle, say it again, I'll break your head.
Jamike. Uncle, wait. What is all this insecurity all about? Huh? I'm your only brother.
You are not my brother, my friend. You are not my brother. So do we look alike?
I am not your brother, for God's sake. What the way you come again? For your information, I am your uncle. Ask your stupid mother here how he got you. Can never think enough. Where's your husband?
Ekene, sit down. Must you talk to him?
Sit down.
What nonsense? All because my mother is dead. Onye uzi mami asi suzie bi okun. Huh? Si uzie fine and akune ebugo my mother. Rubbish! Total rubbish. How can father insult me in the presence of those elders like that? For what? And you're telling me you think I will take it? I will not take it. Nonsense. You see the other side of me today.
Okay, please calm down. On behalf of everybody in this palace, I am begging you, please stop maltreating us. Stop maltreating us.
Why are you crying?
You are here, you. I have been waiting for you to come so that we will trash this issue once and for all. You. Why did you reinstate a staff I relieved of her duties? Why?
Jamike, I reinstated her because I am a board member of this company.
And so?
Besides, that lady started a company with her parents.
What nonsense. What rubbish. Let me remind you that I am the first and only son of Igwe Odugo. So that makes me the heir to the throne. That means that the company in question belongs to me. I run that company. The board you are talking about in as neighbor, the board member, I run that board. I own it. If I'm in America, I run the room board and here. It's not possible. You hear? So I say what happens here and not you.
Jamike, are you not ashamed of yourself?
And why should I be ashamed of myself instead of you?
Jamike, all those things you are dragging up and down were built by our parents. Even before you were born. Instead of you to appreciate them and treat them with respect, you are here looking for a quarreling or a fighting mate. Jamike, let me ask you. Are you not old enough to have your own company and be in charge?
How dare you!
Baby!
Hey! Lola, you know, I was just trying to... I was having this thought of coming to... What is going on here? Akudo, why are you crying?
Dear Barnabas, Jamike slapped me. Yes, he slapped me.
Thank you. Jamike on Ayala. On my. Look on my. Does he not know that you have a son that is almost his age?
Hey, do not tell Ekene about this. Oh no, Biko, don't involve Ekene in this. Akudo, Bagaloba, Bagalozia, Bagalongwane, Jamike is your brother Forgive him. Biko, oh, stop crying. Ebesna. Oh?
Auntie, please stop crying, Biko. Ibegokwan too much, Uzugozia. Oh? Bedebezia.
It hurts me. It hurts me that I can't even tell my son. Mother, henceforth, Ekene, my son, will be actively involved in everything about our business and all. Oh. Yes, because I can see that Jamike is ready to do anything. Jamike is ready to do anything over just his stupid jealousy and hate he suddenly developed for us.
Jamike's stubbornness is getting worse by the day.
Mom, don't worry. Everything will be fine. Oh? Okay.
Jamike is going down today. I must see Jamike today. Jamike, for doing this to me, look at my man. Look at what Jamike did to me. He should better be running, He should not just come back to this house. Anytime he comes to this house, I must kill him. I will destroy Jamike today. He has beaten more than he can chew. Look at my mouth. He will go down today.
Jamike did this to you?
Do something bad to Jamike today.
Somebody help me up! Okay, get up. Hey! Get up. Please, get up.
Ekene, what happened?
You're asking me.
Your Highness. Your Highness. Father.
You have to be strong for me. Please, I beg you. I don't want anything to happen to you. Please. Doctor, please help me. Oh, because I don't want anything to happen to my husband.
Lolo, don't worry. He's going to be fine, okay?
We were in unity. We do this together. We play a lot together. Where did we miss it?
Lolo, don't worry, he'll be fine. He's just too weak to speak now. But I will advise you all go home and rest. Okay? While Ekene here, take care of him.
But come on,
No. You've stressed yourself enough, okay? Don't worry. Ekene will take care of him. Trust me, he'll be fine.
Kenny?
Yes.
You sure you can take care of him?
Yes, Grandma. We'll go and rest. Take care of him.
I can't even sit down.
Oh, no, it's okay.
You have to be strong for me, please. I don't want anything to happen to you.
So how is he? Hope he's responding to treatment.
We don't know for sure. But we are positive he'll be fine.
See, from what you told me, why didn't they rush him to the hospital immediately?
If you so care about your father, why don't you go to the hospital and see him? Baby, I know you love your family so much. Why then are you doing this?
We do this together. We play a lot together. Where did we miss it?
How can Prince Jamike go and report you to the station? For what?
Okay. Father Baya, come on.
Father, hey gentlemen. Good day, Father. Good day, Father. Good afternoon, Father.
Father, you're welcome.
What's going on here?
I don't know. I just met them and they said that Prince Jamike reported Ekene to their station and the DPO ordered them to come and arrest him. For what? Just like that, for nothing.
Sorry, gentlemen. You're from which division?
A division.
A division. Okay, excuse me. Hello, Prince Jamike. How are you? I just came into the palace now and I met some uniformed policemen who said if the DPO asked them to come and arrest Ekene on your order. Are you aware of that? I, Father Jude,
Tell me, what happened? What did he say?
the prince asked me to leave the palace.
Prince Jamike said you should leave the palace?
It's okay. Just make sure you handle this very well. Make sure you arrange this well.
God knows I am not leaving this palace.
Follow us, let's go. You go with us.
In that case, I will call the commissioner. Give me the phone. What are they being there,
Follow you.
Hello? It's Her Royal Majesty Rebecca.
Oh, there you are. This is very good. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I have your attention? Look at me now. I want to have your attention. Anyway, fine. If you don't want to look at me, that's your business. No problem at all. But I have something to tell you, and it's very simple. You and your stupid son should just stay away from my lane. What? Give him space. That's all. Is that clear?
I can see you don't even have anything reasonable to talk about. So, I guess I have to leave this place for you.
No problem. Listen, as you are leaving, go straight to your mother's room and tell her I said she should stop being jealous of me. We now know.
Wait. Jamike. Why would my mother be jealous?
Oh, a whole lot. Yes, for so many reasons. For many reasons. Let me even tell you one. Number one. I'm a golden boy. Of what? Now. Remember, was star boy. I brought up on my fault. You understand? It's God. It's very simple. Your mother could not give birth to a male child. The woman she couldn't. She just couldn't. You understand? So in God's infinite mercy and wisdom, God sent my mother, who is a blessed child, to come down here and save this palace. Immediately she came. Ofu, she gave birth to me. You understand? The heir to the throne, a male child. Someone who is going to succeed the king. And what happened? Your mother became jealous. She conspired and, of course, killed my mother. Okay? Oh yes, yeah. Chalo can finish here. But let's leave that aside. Right? What? Now she is scheming, planning to remove me from the picture, so that if I see my birthright will be taken away. But listen, it will not happen. Are you with me? It will never ever happen. I sat down in your pool well. I planned everything and I realized where you people are going to. I said I will stop it over my dead body. You hear me? Tell her I said so. It will not work.
Jamike, you are not well. Excuse me.
Dala. Yeah, no, I made my point. You can't do anything about it.
He said that possibly you killed him. He said that possibly you killed his mother because you're jealous that you can no longer give my father the Igwe more children. Jamike said all that. Chukwu Enugon, I have done nothing wrong but to love him and his mother. So this is what I get. This is what I get from being kind-hearted. Nsogbu adịrọ the cha-cha. Yeah, Dima. Akudo. Come. Come, my daughter. Don't worry. Oh, I will fix everything once and for all. Oh, Ebesnakwa, it is well. Nsogbu adịrọ cha-cha. Ekene, I don't want you to exchange words with Jamike. Take good care of your mother and grandpa, okay?
All right, Grandma.
We'll soon be back.
Let me see what
I will soon come back, okay? All right, take good care of yourself. I will, and you. Okay.
Sorry, all the paperwork has been done. All that you need to do now is sign. Your Majesty, do you think you really need to do this?
Barrister, I have thought about this over and over again. It's okay. Wait for my call before documentations.
Okay.
My hero, my husband, my Lord.
When did you change his name from the will?
My king, when you were lying sick, I'm sorry. I was scared.
I lost faith with Jamike. His name alone makes my heart bleed. My heart bleeds. It bleeds.
It's okay.
My queen.
My love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know how you love children. We must do the needful for our daughter. So that she doesn't suffer at Jamike's hand. Or at the hands of whoever that wants to destroy us through him. Pray that he changes.
I pray he comes back to his senses.
Love him. Yet he hates you. This is my last wish. It's better Ikene inherits everything than allow Jamike destroy it all.
Hey, Father, you can see to amaze me.
Grandpa.
Father, you can see to amaze me.
Jamike is here now. Come on, sit here. join the family.
Father, of what use am I in this family? Tell me. Iko, I want to know. Tell me. Of what use am I in this family? So this has been the plan all along. Okay? Father Biko, please, I am begging you. Don't act as if you don't know what I'm talking about, old man. Because I know that you know. I know you don't feel too well, but it doesn't mean that your senses are not intact. In my opinion, you plotted this thing very well and you are executing it. Now listen to me. You instructed Lolo to hand over the ownership of all our companies, all our assets, even the ones directly in my name, everything to this idiot, this stupid boy here. Mama, let me finish. Lolo, please let me finish. Onema, my mother, and I am not a fool. Oh. People should hear me. I am not a fool. Let the whole world hear me. First, you killed my mother. Secondly, you buried her outside this palace. Never can do that one because I knew that this was the plan all along. Once I allow this to happen, then the scheming will start to take away my birthright from me. That's exactly what you are doing. But it will not work. Obinano, heads will roll in this place. Mother, people will die. Yes.
Tamike, in your life, don't you ever talk to my grandparents like that again. Or call me names. Or I'm sure no one has the monopoly of madness. Rubbish.
Did you smoke? Eh? Seriously, are you drunk? So who are your uncle? I stand here talking and you rise to talk back at me. Are you mad? My friend, sit down there. Are you crazy? You don't even belong here. You don't belong. I'm not the Kenisi. I don't even know who gave birth to you. You don't belong here. Take your stupid mother and get out of this place. My father again.
You are the one that is stupid.
When I'm telling you.
How dare you? Huh?
We do things together. We play a lot together.
So if father hadn't stopped you, you would have come here to fight me. Okay? If father hadn't stopped you, you would have come here. You would have come to fight me, your uncle. Hi. Because you've grown beards. Eh? When I talk, you talk. You come to fight me. No problem. You will see the other side of me. Put that outside. Come outside, stupid people. You buried my mother without letting me know. Eh? For what? I said it. I was saying this thing from the start. You don't do it. I knew this was the plan. The plan is kill my mother, skin me out of Havana. No, it's not possible. It is not possible. It will not work. You hear me? Stupid boy, I talk, you talk. Come outside, I will shoot you today. I will bury you in this palace. Any other person that wants to challenge me, come with it. I'm waiting for you for outside, idiots. Nah. I don't have a mother anymore. And you kill my mother and you think it will not work. You whole world will hear me. I'm the tune outside. Nah.
Stop it.
spoiled man. Look at you. You know how to keep a woman glued to yourself.
Onadugo. You should have been sensible enough to hand me over the throne. No. I don't want the throne. But at least, let me be rich like you. Now that you are dead, This is a great opportunity for me as the Prime Minister. Now that you are gone, I will solely be in charge of the proceeds of this kingdom, pending when Jamike will assume the throne. Ibana. Let's go. Let's go.
Kene?
Yes.
What's the meaning of this?
Your little nephew. So you have the guts to send your amateur boys after my life. Amateur boys. Listen, I would spare your life because you don't want to hurt any member of the family. If you try anything funny, if anything happened to any member of our family, I'll kill you slowly. Yes. If you lie, you can still send your amateur boys after me. Go on, I'm waiting. I have seen 99.
What do we call this?
Ukala, we cannot fold our hands and watch this nonsense going on. We, elders in council, we are custodians of our custom and tradition. It's our duty to advise our son, the prince, on how to handle his father's properties. Here.
Since the Igwe died, the palace is no longer safe for anyone to stay. Even with the cabinet members cannot enter for fear of being hit by a stray bullet.
Oh no. I think you are in the best position to talk to our prince.
Yes.
Because if you fail to act now, he will use his anger to destroy everything.
Stop it. Stop it. Huh? With the issue at stake now, anybody, any one of you can relate with the prince. Or is there where it is written that it is only the Onowu that can relate with the prince?
Grandma, you're not looking bright. Is everything okay? Or did Jamike offend you again?
No. Akudo. Yes, Mommy. I want you to do something for me.
Mommy, you know that I can do anything for you. Anything.
Ekene.
Grandma.
I don't want you to go back to the United States again. I want you to stay here and stand by me if need be. And I make you a promise that everything I and my husband have ever worked for will be all.
Oh, my elders, I called you all here because of the confusion Prince Jamike, my uncle, is causing in this palace. All I want is your support to ensure peace in this palace.
My son, we all know what is happening in this palace. Aima.
Shut up. Shut up. You do nothing.
You don't do anything. What? Are you telling me to shut up?
I said shut up.
Then he must be stupid.
Hey, Mua.
Yes.
Oh no, Mua, stupid. You're mad. We're not all here when Jamike said he wants to throw Ekene out of the palace, and you are telling me that you know...
My elders, please, calm down. We didn't invite you people here for a fight, but to plead with you to help us talk to Jamike, to come back from the way he's moving. He's going to push me to disown him. Please, talk to him.
How can you push out a man from his maternal home? That is not possible.
Of course. Ekene, in case you don't know, let me make it clearer to you. You have equal rights as Jamike in this palace. Your maternal home is your maternal home.
Your maternal home, you are a madman. That maternal home will kill you. Your maternal home is not your maternal home. In fact, you are a madman. Let me make it clearer to you. If you go,
this boy. I will kill you. Don't come near me. I will behead you.
You think you can conspire with the elders and children out of this house? It will not work. It will not work. You.
Of course it's a dangerous weapon. Does it look like toy to you? That boy will die today, okay? I bought this so I can kill him. You will join his ancestors today. Idiot.
Real men don't throw the ones for fight. Don't step uncle my Nash. I'll show you the last side of me. Come on, say hello to your uncle. Come and greet your uncle, idiot. Give me a look, boy. Sit down.
Please, take it easy. I'm begging you.
How? Mom, can you imagine? Uncle Jamike pointed a gun at me. I was ready to shoot. Huh?
Thank God he did not shoot you. I have been telling you that Prince Jamike is evil. I'm only keeping quiet because my father's body is lying chilled in the mortuary. Crisis. It was crisis that killed my father. It was crisis that killed my father.
Mother, he has bitten more than he can chew. For what now? Put God for my head? Eh? See, I'm not scared of him. I'm only being lenient with him because of you and Grandma. Hey!
Listen, if I don't kill that, you see that boy? If I don't kill him today, you know that my name is not Jamike.
Please, fight and quarrels will not bring peace to this palace.
What peace? Eh? You think they want peace? I am the person who wants peace. They don't want peace. That's why they are disrespecting me. I mean, that's why that stupid boy Ekene will be disrespecting me. That's why they want to take my birthright. I mean, what rightfully belongs to me, they want to take it away. What people need on and over my dead body. I will shoot that boy.
But as the prince and only...
Do they know? No, you should go and remind them. If only they remember that I am the prince and only son, legitimate son in this palace, they will respect me. If they remember I am the heir to the throne, they will give me my 100% respect. What is rightfully mine in Arapia? Simple, and everybody will be happy. Why are they doing this?
Baby, that is what you need to make them understand. You can only achieve this through peace. As the head of this family, be Kono.
Ito, whose side are you on? Tell me, whose side? For God's sake, you are my wife. I mean, if I'm having issues as my husband, you should stand with me. You should support me. Not to support those people and be fighting me. Why?
Baby, I'm not siding anybody here. I'm only telling you the truth. Please stop. Biko.
You're telling me the truth. So what? I just may know your truth. Alright? First thing tomorrow morning, we are going back to the city. That's all. You're coming.
see you.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Barrister Blessing.
Oh, sit down. Yes, how may I help you?
I've delivered several letters of notice to you that this company has been bought by my client. You have not responded to any. So I thought you were busy and I decided to come myself.
This company? Yeah. My company? Bought by your client? First of all, I don't know who you are, but I'm just meeting you for the first time, so for that reason, of course, I will respect you. There are a lot of fraudsters out there. I don't know if you are aware. Maybe you're a victim of one of them.
The business was done in the presence of Barrister Ikenna, whom I believe is your father's lawyer.
This obviously came from Barrister Ikenna's chambers.
We do respect her. Please leave the office.
Are you mad? Huh? Please. Barrister, what's going on? Huh? What's going on? Who sold my company?
Please sit down. Let us talk.
Alright, fine, I'm seated. So what is going on? Huh? Who sold my company? Who gave me this kind of embarrassment? Who even has the right to sell my company? Who?
Yes, it is true that the company has been sold and all the properties that are involved and the documents handed over to the buyers. In fact, I was there, present.
Of course, I know, that's why I'm here. So who sold them? Huh? Is it Lolo? Why? Why is she selling our property? Why?
Dave, what's going on? Mom, Grandma, what's happening here?
What's going on where? I received an alert of 250 million in my account.
How? How? No, my son. There must be a problem. Please alert the bank immediately. Maybe someone did a terrible mistake.
It's cool, okay.
Leave us. I transferred the money into your account.
What?
Yes. Like I said, I am going to sell all my properties before Jamike lays a finger on them. He said I do not have a son, but he lied. Ekene, you are my son, and I am going to transfer everything I have to you.
Mother, you sold what?
I sold my properties, and I am going to sell more.
Grandma.
We were in unity.
What's going on there? Haven't I warned you to stop talking to this monkey? Huh? Haven't Haven't I warned you? And you? So you've now convinced Lolo to start selling my properties? Huh? You don't want to say anything? What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Baby, you're better.
Where are you coming from?
I went to see Lola and Princess Koda.
You went to see who?
I said I went to see Lola.
So you are now dining with my enemies, huh?
Enemies what? What are your family?
They are not my family. I've warned you before. They are not my family. I don't want to see you with those people again. I've said it. You hear me? I've said it.
I've heard you. I'm sorry, okay?
I'm telling you something you will not hear. One day they will get me through you. Let me see you there again.
I am only trying to see if I can reconcile.
Reconcile what? Can you now reconcile? Did I beg you? Are you only reconciled along with these people? I can take care of them. Don't reconcile anything for me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me you didn't understand what I said.
Oh, yeah, initially you see, definitely
Lord, did you authorize the sale of our property? Huh?
Our properties?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I did not authorize the sale of our properties. I only sold my properties. And I am still selling. The properties I and my husband built together. Wait a minute. If I may ask, do we have a combined ownership of our properties?
And if I may ask, Lolo,
Uncle Jamke, take it easy. Stop talking to her like that.
My friend, will you shut up? Come on, shut up! When I'm talking, you shut up. You don't even belong here. Shut up! How can you be selling properties without letting me know? I am the first and only son in this family. It is not done. How can you? Why? I mean, what level, what height of disrespect? Why? No, listen to me. You have crossed the line, and you will see another side of me. Nonsense. Get up, get up.
Where did we meet? Jami kemamo, abugini kameregi.
What you have just said is a huge allegation against the queen.
I'm telling you what is happening right now. Lolo is selling off all my property, everything. I'm telling you. The most embarrassing one, I'm not in my office. I'm telling you, I was in the office and the buyers came in and asked me to leave. Hey.
But, what right has Lolo to sell off your father's property?
Do I know?
Have you confronted her?
Of course I confronted her. I asked her and she admitted. She looked me in the eye and she told me she's the one who ordered the sale of the properties. She said I can't do anything, that those properties do not belong to me. What are you saying, for God's sake? I am the first and only son. Those properties belong to me. What are you doing? Oh no, head will roll. I said, let me tell you first before I start attacking this boy. Head will roll.
Jamike, Buddha. Buddha. In fact, heads will not roll yet. So tell me, what do you want me to do?
Thank you. Oh no, Kwechili. You heard me asking Kwechili. I want you to go with me right now to see the barrister. Let him know that this issue is a very serious one. I'm suspecting that Lolo is trying to play some tricks. She wants me to come crawling and begging, but I will not do it over my dead body.
That's okay. Jamike, I want you to know that I am solidly behind you. Ekwechili Gomnanka. When are we going?
Now.
Like right now?
Yes. Now.
Barrister, as the traditional Prime Minister of Eshimeshi Kingdom, it is my duty to ensure peace in the kingdom. And in that capacity, a report just reached me that Lolo, the Queen, the second wife of our late king, has been selling off the king's property, which traditionally and legally belongs to his son, the prince.
No. Traditionally, I cannot speak about that. But lawfully, you got it all wrong. The prince here is a graduate and understands the workings of the laws of this land. You see, Prime Minister, before Chief became the king and got a second wife, he came to me.
Chief, are you sure you are doing the right thing? Because I don't know what to think again.
You have been my lawyer for quite a while. So much so that we're actually friends. You know how it's been with me and how I got to where I am today. And you know the role of my wife in all of this. You know how she helped. If this planet was mine, I will hand it over to her. Without any hesitation. No qualms.
When the papers are ready for the specific companies you mentioned, I will bring them to you to sign.
Fine. That's okay by me.
You mean he willed those properties to her?
Yes. But when Jamike was born, she loved him so much and willed those properties in question to him. But recently, she came and reversed the decision in favor of Mr. Ikene, the son of your sister, I believe.
Yes, Akudo's son.
Barrister, you know I'm not Yes. As a man, I'm not everything and anything. You think I don't know this plan? Huh? You think I don't know that she's scheming this with you to embarrass me, to humiliate me, to take away what is supposed to be mine? You think I don't know? Bullshit. I will challenge this in court. You hear me? I will.
My prince is okay.
I do it. I'll draw for going on. Eh? Look at him.
Barrister, you know, and I know too, that Prince Jamike is the only son of our late king. He is the future king of Eshimeshi Kingdom, the heir apparent to the throne. He knows. Barrister, why are you playing games?
I am only their solicitor. I act as instructed. I like what you said about going to
court to challenge the decision. That's the best option when you feel cheated. Go to court and I will meet you there.
Yes, I'll be waiting for you there.
Tamika! Why did you collect the car key? The guard said you took the car key from him. Why?
Am I the one you're talking to?
Yes! You are mad! You are the one that is mad! Listen, Tamika, I have been respecting you in this house not because I'm scared of you. It's because you are my uncle. Yes! Don't push me to the wall. You will see my life, Tamika! I'm not scared of you! Give me the car key now! I said give it to me! Give it to me! I'm respecting you because of my mother. Give me the car key now! Tamika! I will
Ekene, why? Why? Why would you go and fight? I told you that the era of fighting is over. Leave Jamike for me. I will handle him my own way.
Oh, Grandma, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But he started it. Huh? He seized the car keys and I went back to him to collect it. He engaged me in the fight.
Hey. Alume kwalo. Alume. Akudo. We will have to go back to the city. Yes. We have to go back to the city. When your father's burial is due, you will not come back. Go Ube.
Mother. We are not going to leave this palace because of Jamike. Never. He will be the one that will run away from here for us. What nonsense.
Grandma, I think my mom is right. Yes, this is your house. If we go away now, he'll think we're scared of him. Stop talking defeat.
Lolo, when I heard that you have taken over all the properties, I was astonished. I was happy.
Why? I thought you were Jamike's godfather.
Yes, Lolo. You see, but I have spoken to that boy. I have cautioned him about his attitude. But Jamike will not listen to anyone but himself. And so, I left him.
Then why follow him to my barrister's office?
Barrister's office? Oh! Lara, you don't know what happened. That boy bumped into me and told me that I must follow him to the city. I asked, what for? He said, when we get to the city, I will know. I said, no. You don't take an onowu like me by sudden and take me to the city. I want to know why I'm going to the city. Do you know that boy almost forced me into his car? He almost pushed me into his car. And Lolo, his age is no longer on my side. I said, let me follow him and know where he's going to. So I followed him. Bang, bang, bang. Bim. Barrister's office. I did not know.
Jamike is very stubborn. I wonder who is misleading him.
He's very stubborn. In fact, I did not know that that boy is as stubborn as that. But Lolo, don't you think that Jamike's wife is the person using Jamike to cause all this commotion in this kingdom?
Come on, no, ma. No. Never. Brace up.
Lolo, can you swear that you know her? Ade Amase Madu Amase. See, you can never be sure of anybody. Me, I personally think she's the one. And you must start thinking in that direction. She must be the one. Oh, who else? Huh? Lolo, Sapo Anyago. Sapo Anyage. Sapo Anyage.
Oh no! Wow! Madiana!
What is the problem?
Ekene.
No.
Ekene. You are now a man.
I know.
Look, I don't want you to give Jamike any slightest opportunity to insult Lolo or your mother. Do you hear me?
No, trust me. Don't try that nonsense with me. He will not fuck with me. He knows me. Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyways, thanks for your concern.
Yeah. Well, what can I do? You know? Yeah, man. You know, I like those things you people say in America. Yeah, man. Yeah. Chop knuckle.
Chop knuckle, man. Chop knuckle,
Let me speak like you. Let me go, man. You heard me.
Oh,
you heard me.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Obugini na-enweghị iwe, obugini bụ nsogbu gị, ọ bụ ị chọrọ ibu iwe gị nọ dị n'oche.
Must you be everywhere all the time? Can't you sit at home and rest?
Why one sit at home when there's so much money to spend? Life is good. Very good.
Spend wisely. Spend wisely. I need to go home. I need to go and rest. I don't know how my body is. I don't know how my body is doing me.
Have you used some medication?
I will when I get home. I will get some herbs.
What about that our business? See, this pocket is getting... It's not dry yet, but it's going down. Our business.
I will instill some fear in him.
Don't tell him make you give me go ahead. Make I carry the boys go match this guy down. Make I treat him fuck up.
Relax. I know how you feel. I know see your body the hurts. But don't forget, he is still my uncle. I don't want to hurt any member of my family.
Family. Now this time you did the wrong things to you. Eh? Been because say you just fly go jam, come back on the soft anyhow. Arrange this guy, match him down.
I know. I am still the Ekene you used to know then. But listen, family is everything. They mean so much to me. They are my life. Yes. See, it gives me joy the way I am dishing out his punishment bit by bit.
Don't forget, see, person we naked, no dey put hand for pocket. And no matter how dark room won't be, a man go still locate woman breast.
Yeah, boy, relax. He does not know I know him more than he knows himself. I go to treat him fuck up, small.
Trust.
What is happening? How do I solve this? My inheritance has been willed to Ekene. And according to Onowu, Igwe's first son is coming back soon. Where does that place me?
No. I think you should go and see a doctor. I don't buy the idea of this house.
Nai.
Uchechi, I trust these herbs more than I trust your English drugs. Allow me drink it for a while. And if the pains continue, then I can go and see a doctor.
Oh no, Mazo, why?
What about Mazo?
Oh no, Mazo was hit by a car.
Dojo. You still go there? Yeah, Bobo. Great to call.
Oh, my body. My body is burning. It's burning. As if they are baking bread inside my body. Oh, my body is paining me. Ay, Uchechi.
Nine. This your sickness is getting out of hand. And I don't understand it. It's better you go to the hospital.
I am not going to any hospital. I'm not going.
Nine. You must go to the hospital. Today. You must go.
Uchechi, come and drag me now. Come and drag me. Come and drag me. It is only where they spend money, you know. So that you can spend my money as you like. As if you know how to make money.
Look at you. I'm here talking about your health. And you're telling me about money. I know why I'm saying all this. It's not when you will die now, your kinsmen will come blaming me of killing you. That's why I'm telling you all this.
Uchechi, you will be the one to die before me. Yes.
Look at yourself. Are you alive like this? You're already dead. You're a dead man already.
Uchechi, it is you that is a corpse. You are already dead and smelling, but you don't know. Onyoshi, want to spend my money. Want to spend all my money. go to the hospital. As if you like me.
What exactly did you say is wrong with you?
I have this pain all over my body. And then I think I have a fever. And running stomach.
Yeah.
But all those things are nothing. It is this movement all over my body. Move here. Everywhere.
Okay, movement here, I don't understand. Movement. Now, I suggest you go to the hospital. Let them run a test on you.
That's not got to that. It has not got to that. You see, I went into the bush and collected some herbs. I'm boiling it.
Okay.
I will bathe with it and also drink from it. Okay. And before you know anything, I'm back on my feet again.
I trust you.
Let me go and bring it.
Okay.
Agini, what is it?
Hey, here. Now you have to go to the hospital. Biko.
Leave is nothing. Nothing. Just old age.
Old age.
Old age is nothing. That's not got to. That's not come to the hospital.
Relax. Oh no.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
I told you.
Nah, what are you thinking about?
Oh wow. Where's the boy? But Uchechi, how can someone knock down a cabinet chief of that caliber? And did not even stop to own up responsibility. Uchechi, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. Oh, hi. Tell me sorry now. Tell me sorry.
Sorry.
How can someone knock down a cabinet chief of this kingdom with his vehicle and not even stop to own responsibility? Uchechi, this is the height of wickedness.
Nah, I'm thinking in the same direction.
Yes. Maybe he got what he deserves.
Oh no, Jacob. He's a wicked man.
Uchechi, get out of this place.
I should get out.
You're a wicked woman. Get out. Uchechi, get out. It's not for my... It's not for this sickness. Uchechi, it's not for this sickness. Oh! Wow! Where are you? How are you? Hey!
Yeah, there's your herbs.
Is it well boiled?
Yes, no.
Because if it is not well boiled, the juice will not come out.
Take, I bought it well. Now drink more. Drink more. Try and finish it.
Greetings, Solo.
Why are you here? I hope all is well in the palace.
All is well. Queen Jamike sent me to inform you that they will be meeting at the palace tomorrow in the morning.
What for?
I don't know.
Okay. Tell him I will be there tomorrow.
Selfish desire.
Nai, this meeting in the palace this time must be because of Prince Jamike and Ikene. And it is high time they embrace peace in that house. Yes.
Have let them kill themselves since they have refused to embrace peace. Uchechi, why are you eyeing me? If not for this sickness, Uchechi, I would have used my fingers to blind you.
Nai, when you are lighting fire in Prince Jamike and Ikene, what do you expect in return? Eh? And Jomuke.
Look at you. Amusu. Amusu. Cha. Amusu Ekwensu. Onyoshi. Don't steal my money. Get me my herbs. Oh, I don't want it. Bring my herbs for me. Let me drink and get well. You know I have a meeting in the house. And you refuse to wake me up. Wicked woman.
Nah, you know you've not slept in good. When I saw you sleeping like a baby, I was very happy. That's why I couldn't wake you up.
Shut up. Who was sleeping like a baby? Eh? Who was sleeping like a baby? Me willing here.
Nah, you're good. What is this? Nah, what is this? Okay, you got that? Taking your own. Nah. Are you okay? Nah, wake up. What is it now? Get me up. Nah.
That adults like that still fight.
Just imagine. They must be crazy in the head. Please, let's go to Nowo's place. I don't know why he's not even here for this meeting.
Maybe still money is close friend. Uwa.
That Confucianist who does not know his left from his right. It's like we have forgotten the reason we started to meet today. Ofala festival comes up in a week's time. After which Igwe will be buried. Then we crown Prince Jamike as king.
I know all that. Or do you still want to go back?
No way. We can't go back there and hold any meeting in the midst of that confusion. Let's go to Nowo's place. There's problem.
Well, let me meet Onowu personally and talk things over with him. Something has to be done. Uchechi, what is it? How is he doing today?
No improvement. Rather, it's getting worse. Biko Nai, you should help my husband. He needs your help now. Biko.
Uchechi, I know how you feel. Oh, stop crying. We need to find a solution to this predicament. Besides, Ofala Festival comes up in a week time now. And because of his absence, we had an unfruitful meeting at the palace with the queen and her family. But I thought to come and see him. I never knew he was sick. Why don't you take him to the hospital?
Hospital, you say now?
Yes, of course.
I've been begging him to go to the hospital, but he refused.
Makagineze?
I don't know. I don't know, Nai.
Oh no.
Nai.
I want to see the prince.
The prince?
Once again.
He said he wants to see the prince. But we can't take him to the palace like this, Nai. We can't.
In that case, I will go now and talk to the prince. Perhaps bring him here. Okay? Kanjeze. Let me go quickly.
Thank you very much, Nai. Dalu, God bless you. Don't worry. The prince will soon be here, okay? And you'll be fine. Hey. My friends, you're welcome. Husband has been waiting to see you.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Let's take him to the hospital.
He refused to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh no. Madam. It's me, Prince Jamike. Sorry.
Why you?
Sorry.
Hey, Jamike. 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 Please forgive me. Because, Mother alone, forgive me. I was deceived. I deceived me. Because, Mother alone, huh? Because, remember? Yeah? Everything I said about is a lie.
Hey!
Yes. Oh, I told me that I can make some money by setting confusion in the royal household.
Hey!
So I used you to set confusion in the royal household.
Hey!
Lord loves you. He was the person who brought your mother into the palace so that he can give birth to a son for the royal household, which is you.
Hey!
Oh, I deceived me. Jamike, go to Lolo, Akudo, Ekene, ask them for forgiveness and beg them to forgive me too. Huh? I was deceived. I deceived me.
Hey!
Nai. Iruzugo. Iruzugo.
Why?
I have said it before. I saw this coming.
Hey, I don't know why now. How could you do this? Hey.
Forgive me.
Hey.
Forgive me.
Hey.
Forgive me.
Hey! Oh no. Oh no. Ukwu na-aga warawara. Anya na-aga warawara na-ele ya.
Please help me get. Please help me get. Chimo. No. Chimo. No.
What is it?
No. Come on, me and check, please. Come on, me and check. Come on, me and check now. No. No, I can't do this. 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 No, I can't do this to me. No, I can't do this. No. No, Chimo.
Makeiho wa. Ego wa. Fia.
Interesting. Baby, what's going on?
I don't know who has killed me. I don't know who has killed me.
Oh no.
Hey.
Baby, what happened?
Oh, I can see Hey.
What happened? What did Onowu do to you? Not told me anything.
We need to see Reverend Father Jude immediately. Hey.
Father Jude? Why?
I'll tell you on our way. He's the only person that can help me now. Hey.
It's okay, baby. Just put yourself together. Let me go and drop this, then we leave, okay?
Peace be unto this house. Father.
Remember the sacrifice we made for you. Kini kamere. Obi abonu. Obi etiwala mo. Ejikwe n'aka gị. Wee ya si ezinụlọ gị o.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Biko. I know I do not deserve your forgiveness. I know I have wronged you. I've caused you pain, deep pain. Biko. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Please. I was deceived. I did not know what I was doing. Biko, find it in your heart to forgive me. Please. Sister, Biko. You do for me, Biko. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
One. I am sorry.
Lolo, please find it in your heart to forgive him. Akudo. I don't want to start going into details, but please find it in your heart to forgive him. The Bible said to err is human and to forgive is divine. He was deceived by Ono. Jesus. Ono will use lies and treacherous ways to deceive him, just to extort money from the royal home and destabilize the peace you enjoy. But thank God he has realized himself, like the prodigal son, and is back. Lolo, remember what Ephesians 4 verse 32 says. Be ye kind-hearted to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, forgive us. I beg you in the name of God, I beg you as a priest of the Most High.
I'm sorry, Mommy. Mommy, please. Mommy, I'm sorry, please.
No, why? Why? After everything my husband did for you and your family, you sent him to early grave. Why? Why? You don't deserve it. You do not deserve this. How did we wrong you? Oh no! Oh no!
Mother, please forgive my husband. Please, Mother.
It's okay, stop crying. Mother, please forgive my husband. He's still your sweet Jamaica. Please, Mother.
Please forgive me.
It's okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this genuine reconciliation. The name of Jesus is the most powerful name. I want to believe in our hearts we have agreed and decreed to have peace everlasting in this family. And so shall it be in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Amen. Peace be unto this family again.
Amen. Thank you, Mother.
My love, my beautiful wife,
Baby.
I want to thank you for everything. For your love, for your care, for your support, for everything, my love. Through thick and thin, you stood by me. Everything that happened, you were there for me. You stood by me, you stood strong. And today, I am the king of the Shimeshi kingdom. Lastly, I want to thank you for this. Soon I will be a father. I pray to be a boy.
Baby, you don't need to thank me. I did my duty as a wife. Yes, oh,
I love you.
I love you, Lord.
Okay. Hey! Who's there?
You're my love, I'm your love. We will live together till the death do us part. Yes, I do. You're my love, I'm your love. We will live together till the death do us part. Yes, I do. You do. You're my love, I'm your love. I'm forgetting I'm This is genuine love. This is love from above. She's a good wife. I see mama. I have never seen this kind of love before.